Hey guys, what is up? It is Danlags, and welcome back to episode 195 of Constructing Los Angeles. How's everybody doing? We are back on this city today. We are 5 episodes away from CLD 200. It's quickly approaching everybody, but I am chilling out here in an area where I don't really hang out as much as I used to. We're in the residential area, I guess the neighborhood of Los Angeles. We're right in front of this old log cabin that's shacked away in the snow biome, or should I call it the snow, what is it called? Cold Taiga is the official name of this biome, but regardless, this thing is just sitting here. Man, it's been a while since I built this thing, but I'm pretty sure probably a lot of you guys even forgot this was even here. I honestly almost forgot it was here, but look, this was before you could even do sideways logs. As a matter of fact, we got to do this place justice. We can't just leave it like this. Let's go ahead and switch this out real quick for some sideways logs. So guys, what I was thinking about doing with the snow biome, and the reason why I spawned here, I didn't just come over here for no reason. I came over here for a reason. The reason why I came over here was I'm thinking about actually burning down or just chopping down all the trees in the snow biome and then just ripping up all the snow and turning this into some more space to build houses. Like, I could get rid of this log cabin because it's really old and outdated. It's not really needed in the world, and it doesn't fit the rest of the town. So obviously we have like the nice light. Like, it doesn't make sense that there's a snow biome right next to a beach. It just doesn't make any sense. So I'm thinking about possibly ripping up the snow biome, and since I turned off weather, never have to worry about that ever again. I don't have to worry about the snow accumulating again on the ground, so I might actually rip up all the trees, get rid of the log cabin, and maybe I'll just move the log cabin somewhere else, or I'll rebuild it on a different world, because I don't want to get rid of this thing completely. We've already moved it once. Moving it again and completely getting rid of it would be doing this thing a disjustice. Is that a word? No, I don't know, maybe. But anyway, so that's what I'm thinking about doing. Just turning this into some more plains biome, basically. Give myself some more space to build. So you guys got to let me know what you think about that proposition. I think it's an interesting thing that I could potentially do to give myself some more space. And then I could build another house in Los Angeles. Since I'm running low on space, as you guys know, so I haven't built a house in this world in a while. So the neighborhood here has been pretty much just sitting around doing nothing for about a year now. So all of these houses are getting pretty old. So it would be cool if I could get some more space over there behind the Alpine Mansion and build another house. So I'm probably going to do that because I think it would be something cool I could do. You guys got to let me know what you think about that. I'm imagining you guys are probably going to like that idea. But let's go ahead and fly back over to the city. Today I'm going to work on 2 things, hopefully possibly 3. Thing number 1 is to continue to work on the Tinsel Tower from last episode. I just want to do a little bit of work on that garage since I kind of left you short on that last episode. Then I want to actually work on the theater here, and there's a few things that I want to work on. A little bit on the interior, and I also have to finish up this wall right here on the exterior so I can work on that as well. So those are the couple of things that I have planned for today's video. We got a question of the day as well. One thing I wanted to mention real quick, guys, is you gave me your feedback on this strange looking palm tree. Some of you guys liked it, some of you guys did not like it. I was expecting that. So what I was trying to go for, I don't think I made it 100% clear. What I was trying to go for when I built this was kind of like one of those tall palm trees that you see in Los Angeles in real life. So I'm going to put a picture on the screen of what I was thinking about in my mind when I built this. And then maybe that'll help you guys get a little bit more perspective on what I was trying to create there. So I'm going to leave it for now because I kind of like it, and it is my city after all. But you guys can maybe get a better idea of what I was trying to go for just based off the picture. So let's get back to the Tinsel Tower here. I did a little bit of work on it off camera. I just kind of continued the levels up on this side. So this side's actually pretty much done on the exterior. So when you look at it from this angle, it looks about done, right? Of course, without the inside and then this part as well. But I'm going to come over to the side and do a little bit of work over here. And basically, I'm just going to start to fill in some of these walls here with the quartz and the snow and the blocks of quartz. So we're going to get to that right now. I'm going to grab myself some potions of Taylor Swiftness. So how you guys doing? We're back on CLD today. I definitely want to do another stream of this soon because I have not streamed CLD in a good time. I've only done like 1 stream on CLD in like the last week, or 2 weeks. I've been slacking on the streams. I swear, I go through like these little bursts of energy with the streams where I'll do like 2 of them in a week and I'll like have a lot of fun with it. And then I'll go like 2 weeks without doing one. So I don't know. It's just like a weird thing I go through. But I'm going to try to do more of this. I'm going on a trip in a few days for like 4 or 5 days. So when I get back from that, I'm going to try to get back into the habit of streaming a little bit more since I'm a slacker, guys. I've been slacking a lot this summer. I thought I was going to do a lot more building, but for whatever reason, I've been just sidetracked with like other games, and I don't know. I just not really an excuse for it, but it just is what it is. But I'm definitely going to try to get back to the streams, trying to get back to some more building. Since I've been slacking on the CLD lately. I have not been doing a lot of building, to be honest, so I got to get back into a groove of getting some building done, but I want to finish the Tinsel Tower first. I want to get done some of these other tiny projects that I need to finish up before I get to anything huge, like I've been saying pretty much every episode. I got to do a little bit of work in the desert. I want to try to finish up like one biome at a time, so the desert biome is like really close to being finished, so I want to try to go finish that thing. I just need to add like a little... I already added like the desert gas station. I want to try to add some sort of diner or something out there. I have a couple of cool ideas. I was thinking about building like a stranded locomotive car and turning that into like a restaurant, because there's like a bunch of those like near where I live, so, and I always thought that was pretty cool, so I might do something like that. That would be pretty sweet, and that would be like my way of finishing up the desert, because we got the Block 12 out there, the Block 12 mining company. We got the small gas station, which I think we're gonna call Redstoner. Is that gonna be the name of that place? Which is kind of funny. That was suggested on one of the streams. So we're probably going to name that gas station Redstoner. And of course, as you guys know, the gas station in the city is called L-Gas, which is just lags when you switch the G and the A. So we're going to call that one L-Gas. And let's see what else is in the desert. We got the trailer park as well with the cactuses and the RVs. We got Walter White's Winnebago out there. So everything's looking pretty good out there. I just need to do a little bit more, so we might even take a trip out there once I finish up this, but I just want to get this part right here just filled in, and then we're going to go from there. And while I'm doing this, I'm just going to answer today's question today, which I think is a pretty interesting question. Today's question comes from I like your name, buddy, Hugh Jass, which is I'm sure a little bit of a play on words there for something. I don't know, you guys can figure that out for yourselves. Question of the day: if there were no updates or texture packs added to Xbox Minecraft, would you have started CLD? So this is a loaded question, everybody. This is a question that we need to take a step back and take a look at here. So, well, let's first off, Xbox Minecraft came out a while ago. And when this game came out, I don't know if a lot of you guys realize, I know like the people who started playing this from the beginning will know, but this game had nothing when it first came out. It was barren wasteland. There was very little things to do compared to today. I'm talking about no creative mode, first off, so we'd have to do everything in survival. No sprinting, which is hard to believe that there was no sprinting in the game. But honestly, it used to be really fun. This is what got me into the game. And what else did we not have? We did not have, if I remember correctly, I'm not 100% sure on this. I don't want to sound like a dummy, but I'm pretty sure... at one point, birchwood made oakwood planks, so there was no birchwood planks or sprucewood planks in the game. It was just, or even junglewood for that matter, but that was like TU12. That was a while after the original updates. But anyway, back to what I was saying. When you used to mine birchwood trees in a forest in a Minecraft world back in the day, it used to give you oakwood planks when you made them on the crafting table instead of birchwood planks. I'm pretty sure there was only one kind of plank at that time. So we're talking about very minimal materials, not a whole lot to work with. And that's what I would have to do to build this city. Not to mention the fact that I can't fly, no creative mode, so I'd have to gather all my materials and I wouldn't be able to sprint, like I said. So would I have started a city of this caliber? Probably not. Would I have built? Absolutely. I used to do a ton of building back in the day. Granted, this was well before I started my YouTube channel, so a lot of this stuff was pretty awful. And I've shown some of my old worlds in the past. Maybe I'll throw a couple of those links in the description. Don't think I would have started something like CLD, like a huge city like this. But I definitely built a lot of stuff, and I had a lot of fun doing it. So I guess that's the best way to answer that question. The fact that the game was so barren when it first came out, really you wouldn't be able to build a city. There were some people out there though when the game first came out that were doing stuff like that. When they had like 8 people in the world, they were using the duplication glitch and they were building some cool stuff. And I started to get into that as well, doing the duplication glitch on survival, so you could get a bunch of blocks and doing some builds with that. And I actually did build one skyscraper out of like 60 blocks tall or so in one of my worlds. But I didn't really start building a ton until creative came out, because then I could just hop on the world real quick and just build whenever I pleased. But I definitely would not have started something like CLD. Honestly, I don't even know if I would have even started my channel if there was something, if creative wasn't in the game. So definitely wouldn't have started CLD. But it's definitely an interesting question to think about, and it brings me back to when the game first came out. I would love to go back and play the original game when it first came out. But thank you very much for that question, Hugh, and your crazy looking pig picture. And that's pretty much what I want to do for the Tinsel Tower. We kind of just have some of the back walls filled in, and some of the things, just some of the random stuff that needs to be added. Right here, honestly, what I could do is I could open up this space and connect this straight to the road. That would probably be something I should definitely do. And definitely switch out this for some, what is this stuff called? Gray wool. Did I get rid of my props from last episode? Yes, I did. I'm on the ball today, guys. Okay, so let's see here. We're definitely going to have to get some chiseled quartz and some gray wool. It's kind of weird to call that chiseled quartz, because it is just... I would not describe that block as quartz. Anyway, let's go ahead and place this in here. I might even add like a small railing around that or something. I don't know. We'll figure it out, guys. I'm just going to add this real quick, and then I'm going to move on to the theater. Got a couple of things to get to today, so I don't want to leave anything out. But I think next episode, guys, is going to be a 10-minute. I'm going to try it out, guys. A lot of you guys seemed pretty supportive about my idea for like alternate versions of CLD episodes. Again, don't want to change too much about the series, but I think it will be something that you guys might like and could be pretty cool. So I'm going to give it a shot next episode. Give it a chance, guys. If you like it, that's great. If you don't, then we can always just come right back to what we have right now, where I just build with my live commentary and stuff like that. So let's just give it a try, see how it goes, because I'm always trying to mix things up, because as a content creator, I know viewers don't always like things when they change, but when you're making the videos, when you're actually the one editing them and doing like that, it's always fun to try new things. So that's what I'm gonna go for. Who knows? Maybe it'll change the series completely. If you don't really know what I'm talking about, go back and check out last episode. I kind of like went into like a little in-depth talk about some of the ideas that I could make for alternate episodes of Los Dangeles. So like just some different themes. Yeah. So I'm going to go ahead and just quickly replace this sand here. I got one block, not the other one though. Turn this into some sideways stairs and then throw down those slabs. And then I got to switch out this stone here for some chiseled quartz blocks. And I will be just about right with that. That looks pretty solid as our garage door here for the side of the building. So if you're coming up along this road right here, you can just go ahead and then pull right into the garage on the side of the Tinsel Tower. I don't even think that's 100% symmetrical in the middle, but I kind of like it right there. I kind of like how it's not symmetrical, so we're going to go for it. I don't even know if I intentionally tried to make it symmetrical or not. I can't really remember, but I kind of like it. So, and it actually kind of works because it's in the middle of these street lamps, so that works really good as well. Okay, so the next thing we are going to do is I'm going to fly up over here to the theater, and I'm just going to quickly fill in the side wall right here, because that is something that needs to be done. So let me just kind of take a quick look and see what I got to do with this, because it's been a while since I did this. So I'm going to need some light gray or light blue stained clay. So this is going to go 2 and then 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, pretty much 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1 all the way across. So we already got 1 here, so we're going to go ahead and take this up. And this shouldn't take too much time to do this, but I definitely need to figure out what I'm going to do. I was kind of taking some time off from this thing because I wasn't 100% sure if I liked it or not. But the more and more I look at it, the more and more I realize that this is actually one of my favorite buildings on the entire world. So I think this thing looks really nice. So I want to finish it on the interior as well, because I think that would be sweet to kind of have like the theater fully done, because we used this theater for CLD 150, right? And it's in here. It's kind of dark in here, obviously. But it's still a pretty cool room, right? It's awesome that it's kind of like one of these like old-fashioned theaters in here, right? And that's definitely something I want to continue. And I honestly even might do something like this, where I'll have like one of those old-fashioned theaters in the middle, and then on the sides I might actually add like modern cinemas where you can go see motion pictures and stuff like that. So that's still a possibility. We could make it like a multi-purpose theater, if you know what I mean. So still a possibility. Obviously, all of this towery stuff up here is just to kind of match the city. This is a high-rise kind of city, everything in the city is tall, so you just gotta have to realize that I'm gonna be putting office buildings pretty much above everything. It's totally not necessary. Same thing with the nether bank, where we don't need all that space above like the main floor. It's all office space, guys, for corporate stuff, things like that. Just to give the city more of a just add more skyscrapers, right? We can turn these skyscrapers into anything we want. That's what we're doing. This is a theater. The nether bank is the bank, etc., etc. We're just trying to add as much as we can. So I'm just going to throw this in real quick, and then I'm going to add some glass. I'm probably going to start off with some black stained glass because we don't need to use regular glass. Why use regular when you can use black? That's the new motto with the glass in this game. It's 2015. Let's do it a little bit of an upgrade. What do you guys think? I'm totally on board, so let's go ahead and just do this black glass as well. I can come back in and replace the rest. Honestly, I'm probably going to find myself replacing a lot of glass in the future on this world. I am hesitant to change some of my I am hesitant to change some of the old skyscrapers because I think I'm just going to leave them how they are. Like the ones over there. Those are pretty much going to stay the same. But all the other ones that are newer, and I'm using the term newer lightly because most of the skyscrapers are pretty old. And I need to start building some new things because I've been working on like finishing the same like 4 or 5 buildings for a long time. I need to start some new buildings soon. I think that'll definitely kind of revitalize some of my passion for the series for sure. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and get some pillared quartz. And I'm going to get some quartz stairs. And then I think I just have to go every 4 blocks in between here. Not too tough. So let's just go ahead and do it. Okay, so right here is going to go... Whoops. I'll just replace this real quick like that. Alright, so... There we go. 2, 3, and 4. And then I think we have to jump 4 blocks up. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So right here, I think. And we're just going to go across like this. And I'll start off with the sideways pillared quartz, and then I'll switch later. I only did 2 there because that's going to be upside down stairs and regular stairs kind of going through here like this. And this is going to go all the way up to the top. So we have to do this for a few levels here. Let's just go ahead and knock it out, guys. 1, 2, 3, 4. So right there. Jump 2, 2, 3, 4. If I make a mistake, then... guys, let me know, because sometimes I make like small little mistakes. I don't recognize these mistakes when I'm doing the building. I'm trying to record and talk at the same time and stuff like that, and then you guys help me out in the comments. So if I messed up at any point with like the symmetry of this, just feel free to write a comment about it. Hopefully I won't mess up though. So let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. And I think it goes like that at the top. That looks right. So let's just make sure that, confirm that, make sure that's good. Yeah, okay. So I think we're on the right track. I don't think I messed this up at all. Okay, so now we're going to go across again with our pillared quartz. 2 more levels like this. And across right here. And back down right over here. For a few more levels. And then we're going to add our stairs. But this is what I'm going to finish up today, guys. I am going to fly over to the area near the pier and the desert because I want to quickly discuss one more thing before we close out today. But it's been a very, very productive episode. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Just doing some early goodbyes right here. I don't know why I'm saying goodbye so early. We're not even done yet, but we just kind of filled the rest of this in. Should I do all of them? Yeah, let's just knock it out right now. I can do this. I can speed run this. I'll do one at a time, so it'll expedite the process here. Put these stairs upside down, but I really like this building. I think the blocks and just the design of it looks good. It's not too simple. I think wait, no, we're not putting them there. I think one thing I've learned about skyscrapers the more I built them is the less crazy designs on them the better. I think if you just make them kind of flat and simple, they end up like looking pretty nice. So I've definitely messed around on this world and built some skyscrapers with some pretty insane features to them. So I think that is done. That looks pretty good. I like it a lot better with the black glass as opposed to the regular glass. That looks good. It's just a subtle difference, but it does look a little bit better. So that's now done. And obviously we got to get to the interior later on, but that's a nice building. I really do like that building overall. Anyway, let's go back and fly over here. But like I was saying, I have gone a little bit crazy with some of the designs on this world. Like as you can see, this one is a little bit wiggity whack, and all these things have a lot of detail. But some of the simpler skyscrapers, even like Eclipse Tower and this building, are some of the ones that look the best. So I think the simpler the better, honestly. But anyway, I want to fly over here, and this one last thing I want to mention, guys, before we conclude today is over by the basketball courts. So I've always been trying to figure out what I want to put in this extra space right here behind the basketball courts. And I think I might actually just terraform this mountain a little bit more and just kind of like brush this up with some trees and some grass, because it's just simply not a big enough space for me to add anything significant here. So that's what I'm going to do. So I already started off a little bit with a little bit of terraforming. So if I grab some grass, the basic idea of what I'm going to do is it's just something like this. I'm just going to, you know, pretty much just terraform this thing and just make it pretty gradual, and then it'll start to get steeper once we get to the middle. And my goal is for it to connect up to this little plateau up here. So that's probably what I'm going to do with this, just to add a little bit more terraforming to the world. And then eventually we got to get over to this space over here, which I've had a bunch of different ideas for, and I'm still kind of, you know, gathering my thoughts when it comes to this. So we'll take a look at these pumpkins right as we end the episode. Thanks for watching, everybody. It's been Danlags. Leave your question of the day comments in the comment section, or send them to me on Twitter. And give the video a like if you did enjoy it. I'll see you guys for episode 196 in a few days. And until then, guys, have a good day, and peace out.